The world keeps getting better when women make it a habit to fix each other's crowns and exclusively focus on picking up the broken pieces in the lives of other women. With great passion for women, children, and marriages, your hosts Ntwatwa Evelyn, Emma, Lorena, Diana D, Rhoda, and Lorita bring you the irresistible Woman to Woman reality talk show. Feel free to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more about this eventful and exciting show. Woman to Woman reality talk show. You're welcome.
Amazing. So as we look at this whole thing of qualities, wanting to commit and to settle, there is something that's came into my mind. Do men settle for the women or ladies they love, or they settle for those who are available? Because I realize in most cases when a man is looking out or is in that time when he's, I want to marry, I'm now ready, do they marry the ones that they love or the one who is available in that moment?
Please don't marry the one who is available in that moment. Let's define what love is first of all.
Okay.
For many of us, love might be a feeling, but love is a behavior. That's a verb. Love is a behavior. And because it's a behavior, we can learn. First Corinthians 13 says, love is patient, is kind, is all the, it's a behavior. Yes, is a behavior. You can learn. So if I say I love my wife, it means that I behave a certain way. She behaves a certain way. I respond. It's reaction, action, and stuff like that.
Because before you even complete, there is a system nowadays of situationships.
Yes.
Like you're in a relationship, but it's for a reason. I am here because this guy can provide.
Transactions now.
Transactions.
Transactions. What ukaka said, and it will self-implode. Because what you've signed up for is defined this way. But your expectations and what you've set up for is this.
The other side.
So it will come to a point where it will collide and there will be a crash. So if you have gone for Isaac, for example, or for Angela because of the money, there is no guarantee that that money is the keeper of things. It is not guaranteed that that money will always be there. What about if that money gets over? Then what about if something happens to... So again, it is sinister motives. The reason why I married my wife is not so much because of what she has. It is because as she is the person that she is, yenga ye. Nze mwagara.
You marry who she is, not
exactly.
What she is.
And the destinies that are connected and so on. These other things then come together. So we need to be clear about clarity of expectations. Why do you want to marry me? Why me?
Why not the
others? Clarify the reasons. Because you might actually find, a guy will say, I'm getting married because I want to have sex. What about it? There are times when I'm not able to do that, to be intimate with you. Then you jump off. No. So the reasons need to be clear. How can two, the scripture says, walk together unless they agree that we are going to go on this journey? Okay. So for me, those keep the main thing. The main thing is marriage. Understand why. You're not the make of marriage. Let's look at the design of marriage. What did he have in mind when he designed? And let's go around it that way.
Wonderful, Mr. Dixon. Do men marry those that they love or those who are available in that moment? That, you know what, I love this girl so much, but because in that time she was not there, I found another one and I married her. Then some years down the road, the marriage collapses.
Okay, let me just first say this before I answer that question. Does this also happen the same with ladies?
It could be.
They should tell us. But I'm thinking the issue of jumping out of the one I love to the one that is ready depends on you, the girl, on the conditions you have put on this man who is ready. He's telling you, I am ready to take you on. In that time when we met and we were talking about relationship, I told you of how I proposed to someone who gave me 3 years, and then I waited, and on the last minute,
it failed.
It failed, and then I somehow got another person.
Another person,
who's not my
alone.
wife. Yes, alone. Which I don't regret about. So what I say is, the person, because it's us the men who propose and are marrying, and it's even the Bible the Bible is very clear. That's why a man, when you read Genesis chapter 2 from verse 20, from verse 18 to 25, and even Matthew chapter 19 from verse 5 to 6, the Bible says that's why a man shall he leave his mother and father and come and be united with his wife, and the two become one. So it is me, the man, who comes and proposes. And I think from our African context, it is the man who proposes. So that means it's me who knows that I'm ready, I'm good to go with you. So if I come and I tell you I am ready, and then you are dilly-dallying 1 year, because remember last time when we talked about why people jump out. We said that some people, it's because either takes long, either people are not sure, so then ladies somehow get fed up and say, I think. So even in this relationship, if you feel a man, you think I am ready and I love you, I am ready to marry you. If you feel you're not very ready and you feel you're not, it's not at your time, say I am not ready for you, much as we love each other. So if you can't wait for me, that is it. You get me? So I think, first of all, men are always ready to get married. But you know, where there is love, things will flow.
Sure.
And love, as the Bible is very clear about love, patience, kindness, not selfish, not rude, not self-wanting, the selfishness part of it. So I think where there is love, it shouldn't be conditions. So that should be unconditional. But you are, and again, last time we talked about issues of the red flags.
Yes.
So if we feel like this man is going to leave me because I may be clear to him and say, if you feel you are ready and I'm ready, and you feel you cannot wait for me, I think it's a point of both of you agreeing, and you part in peace, not in pieces. That's what I can say. Okay. So calculate your movement, the two of you, and agree clearly and say, I think, much as you're ready for me, I'm not ready. Because I can have that person. I went when I was ready, but first
so it has to be a two-way.
A two-way, but what's more important is love, period.
Okay.
Choose one to love and love the one you've chosen. The other thing also is unconditional love thrives in conditions. Permanent.
Wow. Yeah. So as married men, because I know you're married and you're happily married.
Yes, happily. Not doubting about it.
So what are those, I would call them like crucial things that you still, the things that you still take, or the things you still consider crucial in your marriage that women should focus on, that women should not neglect? Let me say now, like, I am married, I'm happily married. And now, all these years, I'm like, oh, okay, he has loved me, he's here for me, and I mean, he's used to me. So I start doing my things the way I want, I don't pay attention to certain things. So what are those things you still consider crucial that women should not neglect?
I think I will just two. One, and this is both ways, not just for the guys. I mean, not just for the women, the guys. Don't take each other for granted. Keep being a wonder every day. Don't take each other for, the moment you take each other for granted, you breed what is called, you become familiar with each other. Number two, for me personally, I love it that to this day, my wife is still a homemaker.
Wow.
She's taken the house that we've built and she's made it a home, a place I enjoy to go to. There is places I've gone to and you go like, I don't know if I would feel peace in this home. Because everything, there's no order, it is scattered, it is, but I love it that my wife is engaged at home. She's taking care of the children, and she's, when you come, I invite you guys to come. I mean, it's just, my wife is there. She cleans, she does what, but she takes care, because it's like, this is my husband's den, so to speak. And I want to make this home attractive to him and to our children. But usually it's because of me. For me, she does. And I appreciate that very much. So wives, don't give up the art of making your home comfortable and welcoming and decent for your husband, for your children, and for your friends. Please don't omudaala ogwo many
Tomuta.
of the bachitta. Then there's an inconsistency.
Yes.
You find many wives outside on social media, they are sharp, they are what, but then you go to their spaces at home and you go like,
What
there's
is
a
happening?
disconnect. No, this is too different. So please don't neglect it. Don't neglect it, Banange. Don't. I love a clean home, an organized home. Of course, home is home, but make it, invest in it.
Make it look wonderful.
Okitegeera
all the time.
osange buli kimu nga kiri wamu, abaana bali buli wamu. Organize your house. You are the manager.
Wow.
That's
That
the
is
value.
that is very interesting. And
I married my prim because I loved her. And we became friends. And then out of that, the outcome was the marriage that we're in together up to now for the last 13 years.
and I think she needs to hear
Yes.
that.
So my friends, I want to assure you that any relationship thrives on love and care. Men, the issue of care. Like the way you kumukwana those days. You know, what do you use to make sure mukwana munyo ebiseera ebyo nga
All the
muri
things
area
that
eyo.
you did.
Yes, no? They should
The
not stop.
gifting.
Yes.
What interested her to love you? What interested you to love him? Should not cease. Instead, should keep glowing and growing and going up and higher and better. So there's no point of going down. Because the love should be. Remember the other person who said, "They couldn't move guys."
Yeah.
So be like Honorable Kasaja and say, no return, no surrender.
Yeah.
So the point of love and friendship matters a lot. Two, a point of quality time for each one of you.
That's
Guys, make dates. Those things make life better. And by this is
but men get tired of these things so quickly.
No. There's no. Okay, you get tired, then you lose a point.
I know.
Yeah. So because that's why. Because if you take things for granted, okay, and you see maybe the way you do things make it also get you tired. Because you see, dating is not about going to cafe javas. You know these things. No.
Can mean
of
a walk.
spending.
Just a
There are
walk
so
around
many-
your compound.
Yeah. Have a time of having one-on-one time for the two of you, and do different things at different periods to make your life keep your love. You know that kind of. Keep marrying me now and then. Recently, I was talking to couples about marry me again. And it was very interesting because there's a point where you feel like, because you need to remember at one point, if you were given a chance to choose, would you choose her again? Would you choose him again? And what makes you get compelled to choose him or her again? Are the things that you do on a daily basis that make it thriving and better? And I think that apart from quality time and being together and giving emotional. It might be your love language. Quality time may be your love language, but it makes difference because there's a research which was done, and out of the 5 love languages that make it better and important, quality time was the highest
out.
with 43%.
Wow.
So it is not your love language, but quality time is what makes the two of you come closer. Because even for me, when you're dating me, when we are trying to get into each other, we would meet and talk.
Created that time.
Yes,
and
it was always there. So what has killed it? And also have time for your partner. Those calls, regular calls, those SMSs, those video calls, those WhatsApp messages. Why do you have time to WhatsApp or be on these other groups and you're everywhere? But don't come to me. I am not in the picture anyway. The whole day, no message that has come to me, but on other groups.
You're busy.
That brings
You're
me
like
to the
the
point,
admin
yes,
of the group.
that the point of consistent, effective, and clear communication. And also, when you talk about actually the word clear, you're looking at things like conversations, consistent and consistent, constant. And then when we come to Aero, we come to listening, active listening. Are we talking? Is there feedback? Because communication is a two-way thing. It is sending and receiving. We come to things of encouragement. How much do you encourage me? Because and that's what it talks about positive words. Things to do with affirmation. Telling me that I'm smart, I'm proud of you, and it's a two-way thing. It's not And ladies are the ones who like to be appreciated and know it's a two-way thing.
Even men.
Then A is also a point of appreciation again. Appreciate and also respect. It's a two-way thing. We respect each other. If nobody talks about it, respect each other in the reverence of the Lord. So those things were communication. If you cut off communication, you have lost it. Marriage thrives on love and friendship, quality time, communication. These other things will follow as the Bible says. Seeking the first kingdom of God and relationships, and
the rest will.
So, prioritize the things that made you kumukwana n'omukwanira ddala n'omutuusa ku kiseera ky'okumuwasa. So oba ky'okumufumirwa. So those things, you neglect them, you have lost a point. So it should be a journey of daily improvement, not going backwards.
So in other words, my take home is we need to keep a check on those things that we did when we were, dating, courting, and trying out.
Keep it hot.
Yeah, we have to keep it hot every now and then. Wow, it was amazing. Thank you so much, our viewers, for watching us. Please subscribe, like, and to Mr. SP and Mr. Dixon. Thank you for being here. Thank you for.
We're grateful also for coming here another time.
You're welcome. Until next time. Bye-bye.
The world keeps getting better when women make it a habit to fix each other's crowns and exclusively focus on picking up the broken pieces in the lives of other women. With great passion for women, children, and marriages,
Your hosts, Ntwatwa Evelyn, Emma, Lorena, Diana D, Rhoda, and Lorita.
bring you the irresistible Woman to Woman reality talk show. Feel free to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more about this eventful and exciting show. Woman to Woman reality talk show. You're welcome.